Well, hello there. I've been waiting for you. Come, take a seat. So you'd like to know about land sea pollution? Well, you've come to the right place. Well, it all started a long time ago. Back in the day, farmers used organic fertilizers like dead plants, leaves, to grow crops for food. It was a sustainable and environmentally friendly way to feed the community. Kids would also be involved in this process to learn how to grow their own food in the future. But sometimes things got a little wacky. The population back then was a lot smaller and lifestyles were a lot more simple. Structures were made from natural materials and there was no need for complex infrastructure. All of the building materials were biodegradable and sustainably harvested.
Wait. So when somebody, man, what we do is when somebody takes.
Oh, now that's another story. Ah, sewage. A stinky subject, yet still important to know about. Okay, here I go. As I said previously, back when the population was much smaller, the planet was more sustainable in many ways. Humans were producing a lot less waste, and cleaning and processing materials were naturally derived and non-polluting. Everything back then could biodegrade. Hey, you with me? That's how we handled our pollutions from the past. But now, we're gonna see how we handle our pollutions from this day and on to the future. Today, it's a completely different story. As the population is increased, there are a lot more mouths to feed. And because there are more mouths to feed, farming has become industrialized, requiring chemical fertilizers to produce enough food for the increased population. These chemical fertilizers that are now overused commercially have devastating effects on the ocean. For example, the nitrogen and phosphorus in commercial fertilizers ends up in waterways and eventually in the ocean. The nutrients in commercial fertilizer cause algae in the ocean to overproduce and harm marine animals. This overgrowth of algae is called a harmful algae bloom. These blooms suck the oxygen out of the water, killing most important species in the sea.
Or commercial fertilizer has many chemicals in it that can destroy the environment. The chemicals also affect the water and the plants. Some plants get affected by the chemicals in those commercial fertilizers.
As global populations increase, towns and cities are growing to accommodate more and more people. A lot of natural habitat, such as grasslands, marshes, and forests, are being removed for commercial and business space. This process causes sediment to erode into waterways and eventually the ocean, which smothers coral and kills them. Additionally, coastlines are being developed with buildings such as hotels. This process of development can cause materials like gravel, sand, and cement to run into the ocean and harm coral reefs. With the number of people on our planet, a lot of infrastructure can't handle the amount of waste humans produce on a daily basis. Wastewater treatment plants overflow or break down, spilling human waste, toxic chemicals, and other harmful liquids into waterways. This pollution moves through the watersheds and out into the ocean. We know there is a lot of pollution, but there is always a solution.
A solution for fertilizer and sedimentation is riparian plants. Plants function like a sieve, helping to filter sediment and nutrients before they enter the waterways. Stabilizing riparian plants help prevent land erosion and increase the habitat for native wildlife, so providing multiple benefits to protect our waterways.
Another solution for commercial fertilizing is using organic fertilizing such as mulch and dead plants.
We need to be building hotels and other buildings away from the coast so that only natural erosion will occur and less risk of sedimentation from building sites to the ocean. Coastal location will be kept on natural state. The ocean will be clean from sediment and other corals will be healthy. The solution to sewage is make bigger infrastructures that can hold the sewage in, like hotels, bigger tanks so it can hold many waste that people have.
The ocean is important to me because most of our Palawan legends comes from the ocean.
Overall, it's very important that we understand the issues that come with the number of people on our planet.
You see that? You see that? It's a habit. Land sea pollution. We must stop it now, before it's too late.